This video is introduce you to the Amadeus Queues. What are queues? Amadeus Queues are basically the system window that allow the airline travel agent and other service providers to send and receive message on PNR requiring action in this ETI's account that display the number of PNRs and message that are on queue in the queue bank. And of course, you can find the additional information referring to the Amadeus help page and writing HEQSB to find detailed information about queues.
But now, we're going to see the procedures that display the queues as well as show us how to work in a queue or with a queue that has PNRs. In order to display the queue summary, you write Q, TQ, and it will display all the summary of the queue and how many PNRs does each queue contain. Now let's move down. In order to display only the queues having PNRs or messages in them, you can write QT. And now, it will display only the PNR contained queues.
In order to start working on a specific queue, let's suppose we're going to work on Q32. You wrote QS32 and it opens the PNR of Q32. Now to exit from the queue, you can write QI and ignores and says off queue. Now let's recall. So okay, now to remove the PNR from the queue, you write QN. But now we're good and we're not going to remove. I'm just showing it to you, and when you want to place a PNR to a specific queue number, of course, when you have, for example, QTQ, you have the queue summary and you have to put the PNR. Okay, so you find a queue number and you write QE, let's suppose, which doesn't have 12 to 14, QE 14. Okay, so on queue, you put the PNR, the particular PNR on a queue 14.
To add the name of the queue, type QAQ14 and add the name. Indicate Samuel. So when the name is added, you will see the message OK. In order to add the queue number, type QTQ. There is no number 6.
So you would add the missing number by typing QA number 6 category number 1 to activate the queue. So when you go to QTQ and see that the number, if you want to assign a name to a particular queue number, you can use QAQ number 6 and enter the name. This will link the name Samuel to number 6. These steps outline how to manage queues. When reviewing specific queues containing PNRs, you will encounter the letter C denoting the category, allowing you to access all the queues in the queue bank with their respective entries. And that concludes our presentation. I hope you gained some valuable insights from our discussion. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!